Hi, my name is Victoria Reyes, and the purpose of my speech today is to convince the audience why DARE is an ineffective program and shouldn't be taught in our schools any longer. My audience today is going to be three of my best friends, who I'm going to introduce now.
I'm Zoe Paul.
I'm Shelby Finkeldye.
I'm Haley Luther.
Okay. DARE is a 17-week program where a trained police officer comes into schools and teaches 5th grade students about the consequences of using drugs and alcohol, whether they be financial, emotional, physical, and even how they can get in trouble with the law and they can possibly lose their lives. David J. Hansen reported that DARE is used in 80% of our public schools in America. Not only is it popular in America, but 56 countries across the world use the DARE program. Although this program is very popular, it's not working. This program has been proven to be ineffective. There's still a large number of teens who are experimenting with drugs and alcohol once they go on and graduate DARE in their later years when they get into middle school or high school. There should be a different approach to when it comes to students and drug use than just the zero tolerance policy. As popular as DARE is, it is not successful. In 2001, Frontline reported that a survey by the Surgeon General found that DARE is not preventative in keeping children off drugs. They did this through evaluation and analysis. In our own county, local schools are currently dropping the program. Rockwood has in 2011, and Parkway had already dropped the DARE program before that because it's been proven to not keep children away from things like drugs and alcohol. Many DARE graduates are still going on to experiment with drugs and alcohol. Not only are teenagers using drugs at home, but they're using drugs in school. 22% of teens admitted to buying and selling drugs at school or being able to just be given drugs at school, according to Teen Help. In 2008, 84% of students admitted to easily obtaining marijuana at school or even using it at school. And they're not only using marijuana at school and obtaining these things, they're obtaining prescription drugs like Adderall, Ritalin, Xanax, buspirone, K2, anything that can get pretty much either uppers or downers, even though not much has been said on alcohol use in schools. Should be a different approach than just zero tolerance when it comes to kids staying off drugs. The zero tolerance policy isn't working. Zero tolerance policies have been attributed to truancy and disrespect in students, and it's pushing teens closer to doing things that they're told they shouldn't be doing, like experimenting with drugs and alcohol. When they have police officers come in with dogs and do drug searches, and it's putting fear in students of getting caught, and the students who are actually abusing drugs and having issues struggling with getting clean are not feeling comfortable enough to come forward and admit that they have a problem. This is why schools should have a different approach and offer information on rehabilitation or outpatient programs for students who are suffering. This way it could help save lives. Students feel more comfortable in school environments because that's where they spend a lot of their time. So they should be able to feel comfortable going to a school official and saying that they have a problem and that they want to get help, because otherwise it can go unnoticed and end up costing them their lives. DARE may be a good approach in theory, but it's clearly not working. There should be another approach than zero tolerance. It's just pushing teens away from staying clean, and it's not effective. A new approach should be helping students out, helping them have information about rehabilitation programs, because clearly something needs to be done about how many teenagers actually are abusing drugs. And this is why the DARE program has been proven ineffective and should no longer be taught in schools.